Go. Welcome back to As a Reincarnated Aristocrat Anime Review, episode number 8. We're here reviewing the 14th episode series, Negotiations, which has more book 4 of the series. So, basically, the plan is, they mentioned negotiations, to go to the capital to negotiate with one minister to get this Aristocrat plan so they can negotiate with the Emperor to get a side of the war in order for him to win. So, and of course, they got married the last episode, so like they didn't really show the ceremony. They might show the ceremony a little bit later because they kind of got married pretty quickly. But so basically, it's gonna be ours, Lucia. He invites Charlotte to come along because of the most powerful command they have, which that proved to be a very smart idea. So that means the other two stay behind. They bring along Cordon. He's the guy who ours is basically his immediate superior, who is supposed to be the next governor of who's basically the son of the previous governor of who died in the previous season of the show. Basically, like he brings one of his aides along, Lumiere, I think his name is. They'll bring him along because they're kind of still underage and they need an adult there. So we're also introduced to his son. So this means this guy is the grandson of the former governor. I think his name is Ruchia, I think I pronounced his name. Archie, I think it is. He commonly mispronounced his name as As. Yeah, and he has to keep constantly correcting about it. And of course, basically, Gordon, he basically asks him, "You see my son's potential? Like, see his talents?" Yes, he does see the potential. But the guy is a complete dick. There's no denying the fact that his personality is not that good. So they go on the ship, which first on the way there, where Charlotte's sleeping, and then of course basically they contact by fam about possibly that one of the people they're trying to work with has basically decided to sided with the enemy. So that's Fam's quick cameo after appearing briefly in the previous episode. So, and of course they hit a bump and Lucy ends up in Ars's arms, and Charlotte's like, "You two getting cozy back there?" And of course he discovers, books and diplomacy. Well, because she's got good diplomacy skills, she's good at negotiating, so that's why he brought her along. So they have a town, and of course, he buys a brooch for her, which she wears in the episode, where she finds so pretty. And it's like, it's a compliment for the fact that they didn't get actual wedding ring just yet. Probably because they kind of got married in a hurry. I'm sure legally they're considered married, but they haven't had a proper ceremony yet. So, and of course, Charlotte buys all this stuff for the kids, the orphanage from hometown, which you saw toward the end of the previous season of the show. So you got the boat, and Charlotte's like so happy to see the boat, and Charlotte's like, I would say Charlotte's having a good time, but everybody else basically is like seasick. And then, of course, they pick up a group of people on a ship, like, a shipwreck. And it turns out they're kind of pirates. When they show like hostage, which that proved a bad idea because she proceeds to beat the crap out of these four guys all her own. Yep. Oh, and by the way, the whole thing with Lucia and Charlotte. Charlotte wasn't exactly acknowledging the engagement until basically Lucia acted like a fangirl in front of her that she wants to basically learn from her. And from what I can tell, she kind of sees her like a big sister. Also, Lucia brief appears in the episode, which of course she has a lot of respect for her. Now I think Charlotte probably sees her a lot like a big sister, which that's good. Basically, ours probably sees that. So, and it turns the guys who attacked them were not pirates, but actually fishermen who were coerced into doing this. Actually, they're forced to do this because they have a greedy merchant who they had to loan money out to because all the money troubles. So then they arrive at the capital. Also, of course, that's how they go with him because they think his presence is needed there for a reason. So they see that there's a divide between the rich and the poor, and it's like, wow. Like, nobody's happy here. So, And of course, Asiya proceeds to get something preparations for the next day. So she wears this dress, well, this jewelry, this very expensive jewelry that they'll bring in the episode costs 500 coins. And of course, they talk to the minister who's basically a stand-in for the emperor because the emperor is very young. So, of course, basically they want to offer him a bribe. Basically, first it was 500, then 800, then 900. Like, oh, we go high as 1,000, and then of course Ursula said to shoot his mouth off and say, "Oh, we actually have 2,000." And of course, the minister seems assaulted by us. Like, you can pay that, but interest plus interest. Lucia probably thought this through, so she proceeds to apologize for the rudeness and proceeds to take off the dress and her gloves and look up Ars's there with his coat to basically cover up her, well, so she's more decent. And they accept the clothes and jewelry as part of an apology, and they'll negotiate on their side. And of course, they ask the other question: is, of course, Lord, it's the Emperor, and of course, basically the son Ars is like, no, we actually want to do an independent country. Which, of course, yeah, of course they can fail, but then of course they kind of cheer for the success. But now they gotta wait for basically what happens next. Interesting episode. I do like fucking Lucia takes center stage. I do find interesting that for the cast of this series that and I want to make sure I get these names right here. That Rishu and Razel, they don't do anything this episode. Not really. There's no actual, like, they appear briefly in this episode. I'm glad Charlotte appears because Charlotte's a good character, but does that find it interesting that Risu and Razel are just not here? And Marielle basically is briefly seen inside of the episode. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really get it. And here's kind of the weird thing comes to the light novels. Like, the first 5 have released here. 6 have released. I haven't read book 5 yet. I probably should read it soon, but I have not read book 6 yet. Well, book 6 is released here. So, yeah, that's pretty much a particular review. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and tune in the sync button. Well, one series I did not expect this to come out today, but here it is. So today, basically, I'm going to discuss the remake for Rama Half. Yes. And I'll discuss the difference between also with the episode and all the other stuff with this one, okay? See you next video. Bye.